Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo March 9, 2023. Today's full moon is a checkpoint if you've been overdoing things. It can bring sudden feelings or opportunities that nudge you in a new direction. You might discover the need for extra time alone or rest, healing, and regeneration, and it comes on suddenly. What comes to light now enables you to see where to go next. Temporarily, though, you could feel lost as boundaries between your feelings and the outside world blur, and others' emotions or unresolved matters can overwhelm you. However, from these experiences, new insight emerges. Take extra rest, space, and time for anything that allows you to more readily get in touch with your intuition, which heightens now. Significant dreams or intuitive flashes can occur today, and they're about letting go of things and attitudes that no longer serve you well. A rather slow and reflective period of the year is upon you. This is because a full moon in your solar house is arriving today. However, as much as this may encourage you to lie low, recharge, and reset your mental and emotional batteries, you can use this time to enjoy some independence and solitude. Reflect now on what you've learned in the past 6 months and how you can better create the life of your dreams by releasing any baggage, clutter, or weight that is just holding you back or tying you to the past. A bright future awaits, but first, you must find stillness. A new work cycle will be in effect after today. But first, you need to let go of any residual anxiety or fears that lingered during the full moon in Virgo. The lunation is your cosmic cue to embrace a more healthy perception of your work life and co-workers. Meanwhile, you will notice a subtle shift as Saturn enters Pisces after a few years of being in Aquarius. Now that Saturn is beginning a new cycle, it is time to focus on your work life. Saturn in Pisces will help you become intuitively aligned with productive habits and routines. The moon is still in an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart but is separating from a friendly aspect to both the North Node and Uranus in your financial sector yesterday. This is something that every 4 weeks can fuel your financial confidence, instincts, and imagination, but as a full moon this is not only more potent but is warming things up ahead of Venus, the planet of money's return to your financial sector next week. Experimentation is a fun activity for most of us. Sometimes it's even necessary to curb the tendency to try too many new things. For instance, if you are going to try a new food, be sure you also prepare, or order, something you know you will like that is also nutritious. Taking care of your own diet is like managing the diet of a child. You must be responsible and loving. Experiment with finding more ways that you can be loving to yourself. Don't be surprised if your mind is exceptionally hungry for new information today. It is a day rich with your own essence. And with this, you cannot help but want to experience everything you can, and to gain knowledge from every available source. Don't fight it. Involve yourself in as many things as you can today. Ask questions, research for information, read. Do whatever you feel compelled to do, as only good can come from this kind of quest. While the moon is just passing through a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart, and even the full moon and its clash with the sun in your busy work sector is an annual event, the timing couldn't be better. The full moon is just coming down off its peak, and its test of how well you know when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off has been delivered, as Saturn not only returns to your work sector today but to make this his home for the next 3 years. This sends the right reminder at the right time. Saturn's departure from your romantic sector today will leave it empty for the first time since 2020, but not for long. Saturn is the hard taskmaster of the cosmos, and where he has asked that you take matters of the heart seriously and that you face challenges head-on, he leaves you with a strong sense of purpose. It is Pluto, the planet of change and revolution's return later in the month, that will usher in a less challenging and more exciting chapter. Our eyes in the sky. Today, the celestial sphere is offering us a unique opportunity to dive deep into our analytical nature, thanks to the full moon in Virgo that shone brightly this morning. As the 6th sign of the zodiac, Virgo represents precision, organization, and attention to detail. So, under this lunar influence, we are encouraged to embrace these qualities and focus on refining our skills and systems. In addition to the full moon, we also have a significant planetary shift to take note of. Saturn, the planet of authority and structure, is now moving into Pisces, where it will reside for the next 2 years. This transition can have a profound impact on our emotional well-being, as Pisces is a water sign known for its sensitivity and introspection. With Saturn in Pisces, we can expect a period of emotional refinement and controlled escapism. Our passions and fantasies may blend with our reality, creating a sense of wonder and spiritual liberation. This can be a time to harness our deepest desires and use them to manifest the life we truly want. Overall, these cosmic events offer us a chance to tap into our analytical and emotional sides, combining them to create a powerful force for growth and manifestation. By embracing our strengths and refining our weaknesses, we can navigate the coming days with grace and confidence. So let's lean into this energy and see where it takes us. During the new moon in Pisces on February 19th, we were invited to explore our personal relationship with magic, opening ourselves up to the mystical realm of the universe. However, as we emerge from the deep end of the cosmic pool and into the light of the Virgo full moon, we are reminded to get grounded and establish a solid foundation for our dreams and aspirations. Without structure, even the most numinous ideas are destined to remain as mere fantasies. But with the proper organization in place, they can become a reality. This full moon reminds us that it's time to get organized and take action towards manifesting our goals. It's important to note that there's no need to beat ourselves up for any perceived lack of progress or lost time. Everything has its own time and place, and the period of fantasizing and daydreaming was necessary to clarify our goals and intentions. The imagination served as a crucial tool to guide us towards what was truly possible. Now, events or interactions in our lives may push us to take our plan to the next level. The Virgo full moon forms a trine with Uranus, the planet of innovation and change, providing additional inspiration and opening us up to surprise encounters that can further stimulate our creativity. It's important to remember that even if something now materializes as a result of our efforts, the design process will likely be ongoing. The journey towards manifesting our dreams is a gradual one, and we must enjoy every step of the way, embracing the evolving process of bringing our desires to fruition. So let's use the grounding energy of this Virgo full moon to establish the necessary structures to support our visions, and trust that the universe will continue to guide us towards our highest good. In the morning, Saturn, the planet of duty and responsibility, enters Pisces. The last time Saturn graced the sign of the fishes was in the spring of 1996. Many of you born between 1993 and 1996 will shortly be going through your Saturn returns, a period of maturation and rising into your authority. Saturn's serious energies are somewhat diffused within nebulous Pisces. Saturn likes structure, and Pisces prefers fantasy. Saturn likes discipline, and Pisces prefers taking the compassionate approach. Saturn will transit Pisces until May 24, 2025, and again from September 1, 2025 to February 13, 2026, during which time we will need to negotiate these extremes. Who do we consider reliable spokespeople within religion and media? How might we develop our creative capacity or relationship to spirituality? Whose rules do you follow, and why? What do you really believe in? All these questions, and more, are within the domain of Saturn in Pisces.